Being injured doesn't mean that you have to stop being an athlete. When you have an injury, whether it's a ACL tear or a problem with a shoulder, elbow, hand, broken bone, you don't have to stop doing all the things that you've been doing with us. We can modify things like your stretches, your warm-ups. We can do different modalities. We can work the other side, which is super important in terms of the translation from one side to the other. The whole point is to make you start to feel like you're an athlete, right? The idea is, what can we do that you're used to doing and just modify it so that we're using different things in the gym. A lot of it is changing the mindset. The workouts may be less performance-based. They may be more movement-based. We certainly have to think about working around the limb or the joint or the injury, but we still have the other whole side of the body or the other joints around that area that we need to work on. The key is to make you feel like an athlete, allow you to feel like you're part of the team, part of the group. One of the worst things about getting injured is how isolated you're going to feel not being with the crew of people that you're used to working out with. We're not necessarily PTs. In fact, we have PTs here that we work closely with, but we just figure out what kind of exercises can we do. So if we're doing med ball standing, can we sit down? If we did something where we were bending the knee, can we do it with a leg that's straight? The whole idea is, what can you do, not what can't you do.
Fisher, how did you get injured?
I got injured playing lacrosse. I play goalie, and I was jumping up to make a save, and I landed on my leg hyperextended, and there was a pop in my knee, and then I hit the ground.
How long after your injury until you got surgery?
It was about 2 weeks from my injury till I got surgery. I was away, so I had to fly back, and then got surgery shortly after I returned.
What did you do in the time between the injury and getting surgery?
I tried to get as much stability and strength in my injured leg as possible.
Can you explain to us what your recovery has looked like, both in terms of physical therapy and training outside of that?
So far for my recovery from when I got injured up until through my surgery, it's been physical therapy twice a week, as well as working out and training the other 4 days of the week, and then having a day where I'm not doing any sort of physical activity trying to recover.
Do you think having already built a strong training base prior to your injury helped your recovery?
I think having already trained before my injury has helped like leaps and bounds throughout my recovery process. It's the reason all the doctors I've been working with have said I've been 3.5 to 4 weeks ahead of the recovery process.
What is the biggest piece of advice you would give to an athlete who doesn't currently strength train with regards to strength for sports?
I would say that if you're not already training and you're an athlete, I think you should. I think it helps a lot, especially if you get injured and throughout your recovery process, just doing the most you can to benefit yourself.